Welcome back to the Hogs of War Let's Play. In this part we are doing one of the most tedious missions in the game. It's not the most tedious, but it is a bit of a pain, and it's very it's just an annoying mission. Thankfully I think I didn't have that much trouble actually doing this when I recorded it, but usually I have to have a couple of attempts because either I mess something up or it just goes on and on and then something goes wrong. Now normally when we do this mission we would have a full team of commandos, but because of the previous mission having its glitch where it doesn't give a second medal, unfortunately Qui-Gon is still a spy, so poor Qui-Gon, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it means we still have access to some pickpockets. So we still have the chance of making an enemy pig harmless, which is always a bonus. For this mission we are just against a team of spies. The terrain is very hilly in a sense. Well, not really hilly, just there's a lot of mounds that you can't really climb, so it just gets in the way of everything. Unfortunately I didn't get time to do everything I wanted to in that turn. There are two promotion bonus promotion points in this level. Unfortunately, to get them we have to wait for a super TNT to drop down and place it in a specific way so it blows up the door and blows up the sides of the containers that has the promotion points within. And the problem with that being is sometimes it messes up and it doesn't actually blow those doors off, which means you have to waste additional turns trying to blow it up with either your own TNTs or something else. Usually when that happens, sometimes I just feel like restarting because it just means I'm not focusing on the pigs anymore and I'm wasting too many turns shooting at a container. The pigs on this map I think are slightly reluctant to use their sniper rifles for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. They tend to just hide and use poison gas and TNT. But to be fair, at least that means that we're not taking as much damage as we could possibly. But this mission kind of reminds me a bit of the spying game, because that one's full of snipers and spies, and that level is also fairly tedious. Because there's not really anywhere I need to use a jetpack, I might as well just keep blowing up that pig, hopefully get a kill on him and focus on a different pig with more health. Fortunately I kind of botched that cluster grenade, because I think if I didn't it probably would have killed him. But one thing I forgot to mention about when we were doing the spying game level was when I was recording that I had to start again because the game bugged out. One of the enemy pigs jumped out of the shelter and used hide while in the air, and I've never seen the AI do that before. And because the AI were because the AI were in the air when they used that, the game didn't know what to do, and it the pig did its hide, turned into a tree, but then just it didn't end the turn. The timer kept going down, and then I let it go to 0, and then nothing. It just stuck, just timer's on 0, just looking at this tree, my next turn just wouldn't start, so... Also, this is fairly unusual behaviour by this spy. Usually this spy just hides or picks up the health pack and then does something, but he didn't do either of those things, like, technically. Thankfully this box has some extra cluster grenades, so we can take out some of the spies a bit faster. We're not just relying on one cluster per commando. If I had a bit more time, I probably would have used the jetpack. Fortunately, that also didn't go quite as planned. Now, because we don't have a medic, the only real way of healing ourselves is medicine darts, but a neat little trick you can do is if you are in desperate need of healing and you're not, and it's your turn, you're playing as the pig who needs healing, you can fire a medicine dart straight up and then have it fall straight back down, and it'll, if you don't hit the blimp and you angle it right and you're not stood on like very steep terrain, because sometimes that messes it up, you should hit yourself and heal yourself. A bit more damage on that one. Still not great. Yeah, instead of like just using the sniper rifle against us, just cattle prod. Unfortunately, that spy is a little too close to do anything of much damage without hurting our own pig, so best to focus our fire on a different pig. I do think this map, would make a very good multiplayer map. I don't think. Oh, that was close. If I messed that up, I would have shot. Poor Hagrid. I don't think if the pigs were in the positions that they are at the start of the level, I don't think that would work for multiplayer. But definitely just the general level design works very well. Like maybe just turn that small building with the medals inside into just like a normal building you can walk in and out of, like some of the multiplayer maps have. He's still not going for that health crate. I guess maybe it's just well, no, even when they're on full health, they would still go for it.
Would that be me? Hello?
Because it does temporarily increase their health, which is why sometimes it's a good idea to get a health crate before you get anything else. But I guess we're doing the old Goomba stomping tactic. Yo-hoo! Let's go! Now, I'm pretty sure that was actually a really bad idea, because now I can't put the Super TNT down because that will kill Qui-Gon. No, Hagrid's in need of help now. And who's going to save him?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think he's going to go save himself. And Hagrid with his drunk walk. Get out of my way, Harry, I'm drunk. I'm looking for my pal Norbert. What are you doing here? Get out of my country. guess Wallace is gonna go get the. I'm not actually, you know, I can't even remember what plan I had for these, but I guess shooting him in the back with a dart is a better idea.
You are in the past tense.
Shrek is used to toxic fumes. It's fine. He'll survive. So I was thinking about using the TNT on the building just to take a bit of its health down, but I realised that again, Qui-Gon's too nearby. Well,
Inform my mother.
at least we got another spy taken out. Now we just need to we just need someone to pick up that super TNT. Thankfully, the AI programmed not to go after that crate, because that would be really mean and unfair if they did. I think that's the case with quite a few crates. They're just like they're set so they don't pick up ones that are absolutely necessary for certain things, which is nice of the developers to think of that for us. Very dull level, unfortunately. But seeing as we don't really have that much to do, because the spies are just, I don't know, just messing around and playing camouflage, we might as well do a little bit to take some of the health away.
Sir?
And I don't want to take any risks, so Hagrid's just going to heal himself again. He's too far away from everything else for him to do anything. So this Schwein here is finally going to move a tiny bit. Yeah, we're actually getting some activity. And that was all semblance of excitement has swiftly been destroyed. You know, I probably could have just like gone for the TNT and just done it already. I don't need. Yeah, I guess you can't be like too safe. We could just go. We could just go. We could just go. I think now we're just about to go. So I think what you are meant to do with this Super TNT is you don't want to place it outside the door. You want to place it directly inside. Something tells me though we don't have enough time. Nope. I think what happened there is, I don't remember this being a thing when I played this game when I was younger. Don't know if it's something to do with the fact that we were playing it on an actual PS1 instead of a PS2, but there seems to be some sort of input delay or input lag, and sometimes your inputs just aren't read at all. So like sometimes when it looks like I'm going through the menu slowly, it's because I'm actually pressing like down, but the game isn't registering it and I have to press like down twice. That's why sometimes as well like my cluster grenades don't go off as intended. Oh, look at him there, slipping slipping like Steven Gerrard, sliding like Sol Campbell. Now I could use like maybe one of my other weapons to to help like destroy the container. I could even just start attacking the spy just to speed things up a bit. Well, I suppose we don't want like we don't want the spy shooting at just like one pig constantly, even though that's what he's doing right now. I'm fairly certain if you've got a pig hidden, the enemy is programmed to not know that you're there, like to ignore you. Because I noticed they don't often target you if you're hidden. Just making sure there's no unnecessary blimps in the air. And it missed. And that's what I was talking about by weird terrain.
If you can't be bothered to collect your medals, I won't bother sending any more. Okay?
Calm down, Mr. Major. Calm down, Mr. Mayal. I'm getting the medals now. Please don't be mad at me. Thankfully the explosion doesn't blow up your medals, because that is something that can happen, and that is very frustrating.
Yes, sir. What's that?
There has been times where there have been times where I've tried to get a medal. I've tried to jetpack to it, and then the jetpack's landed on the medal and blown it up, and we got a little smoke cloud there. Now, is this me being the big dum-dum moment, or am I thinking of a different time? Yeah, this is me being the big dum-dum moment. I forgot which spy was was the one we were going for, and poor Qui-Gon has been betrayed by his own teammates and took some TNT into the mouth. Which of course is really bad, because now they're like, oh, I see now. You want me to shoot at him? Fortunately though, Qui-Gon's still got some pickpockets. And we took his most powerful weapon, so it seems we're in the clear. So, and we took his pickpocket too, so we can take every weapon. If you take a spy's pickpocket, you've got enough pickpockets to take all their weapons. So now we just got to shoot him a few times, and then we've won. That's why that is a prime example of why I like keeping my spies instead of medics. Unfortunately, he's prolonging the inevitable by having to hide himself and give him some extra armor. I mean, he's not that far away. I could use a cluster grenade on him. Hopefully I'm not messing up this one either. This seems pretty good. We got a lot of damage on him there, but not enough to kill him, but he is very damaged. So, oh yeah, one more shot will do.
Hello, how's it doing?
But mate, yeah, TNT is a nice way to finish off a stage. I mean, Wallace used to be our engineer. It's only fitting that he uses TNT.
I felt nothing.
I felt nothing from your wooden performance. But with that, our one of the most tedious missions in the game is complete. And we get another 4 promotion points. We can finally get another commando. I'm not sure if it's at this point that we would be getting a hero if it wasn't for that naughty medal not appearing. No, not yet, but if we wanted to, we could. But anyway, in the next part we'll be doing a mission that is usually pretty difficult. See you then.